Hello, and welcome to the Music Shack podcast. This is episode number 4. This week you're joined by myself, Bruce.
Anna.
Ron.
And Ed. We're going to dive right into the Billboard artists. BTS is number 1. Young Boy Never Broke Again is number 2. Billie Eilish is number 3. Post Malone's number 4. Ozzy Osbourne's number 5. How y'all feel about top 5?
Whoop whoop.
That was great.
Justin Bieber's number 6.
Beaver.
Roddy Ricch is number 7. The Weeknd's number 8. Luke Combs number 9. And DaBaby is number 10. So
There's
You
one
feeling
artist.
pretty good about that?
There's one artist who should not be in the top 10. I'll let you take a guess.
impart this upon me, please.
I'll let you
One?
take a guess. Just one.
One?
At the moment, I only see one.
You only see one. So I mean, Young Boy Never Broke Again. He's got a huge fan base. BTS, I mean, they have the number 1 album right now. Billie Eilish is trending well. Post, I believe, is still trending well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy just dropped an album last week, and that seems to be streaming well. Bieber's album's still streaming well. The
Surprisingly.
Weeknd has a lot of anticipation for his upcoming album. I'm not talking about myself. Luke Combs, who I believe is country.
Yes.
Don't know. Haven't heard any of his music.
He is.
But I imagine he's doing well. So, who are you talking about?
Number 6.
Okay.
Only because I don't know anything by number 2.
Wow. Okay.
Half of them I don't really listen to, but I'm sure there's a reason.
Just because you don't listen to them doesn't mean that they're not doing well.
I didn't say that.
Okay. All right. Do we wish to move on to the Hot 100?
Yee.
Why not?
Okay, Roddy Ricch and the Never Ending Box.
The forever box. The infinity box.
It's going to be
Viva la Box!
No.
My bad.
the box is going to be number 1 forever.
But
I
life,
yearn for the day that does not.
but life is still good.
But it is going in circles.
Hold
And it's on.
on, don't start now. All right, so. All right, anyway, so number 2 is Future's Life is Good. Number 3 is Post Malone Circles. Number 4 is BTS's On. And number 5 is Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now.
See, we could only do the 5 because Roxanne by
Arizona
Zervais.
I don't know.
Gervais, I believe.
Comes right after number 6 and just kills it. Kills the whole thing. We can't continue. I'm so sorry,
Well,
Mike.
hold on.
I didn't mean it.
Don't start now. Don't start. Don't start now, Roxanne.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to you.
And not in the context in which we were going.
It's
Ronnie, help me out here.
No comment.
Oh
Tater.
boy.
okay.
So the only difference from last week is
I
that On
gotta
is
calm
on there
down
now.
or turn down my mic.
Came straight out of nowhere. Just
Yeah.
here I
Yeah.
am.
Along with the album that it's awful.
Well,
That was kind of anticipated.
Okay.
We
Wasn't
knew,
it dropped like a week ago?
Yes.
Okay.
We knew that album was coming out.
Yeah. So number 1 album is Map It a Soul by the Bangtan Boys, other known as BTS.
yee.
Clarifying Map of Soul 7,
There we go.
because there are apparently multiple.
There's apparently 7.
Yes.
Or at least I'd hope.
It's just a random number they threw out. It's like,
I'm looking for 5. Where is 5?
They have 1 to 5, no 6, and then 7. So you're always looking for it.
Interesting.
It's
choice.
like-
Waiting.
It's like when
wanting.
you let 6 pigs loose in Walmart. All of them numbered.
yep.
And you skip 1.
Exactly.
Make them look for it.
We cannot find 6.
But Map of the Soul 7,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was.
It's phenomenal.
I
I don't know if I love it, but I thought it was very well done. Yeah.
I enjoyed it for what it was, and considering I can't understand most of it, I can't really lyrically break it down unless I look up what it actually translates to.
Right.
But just listening to the music on its own and ignoring the fact that I can't understand them, it's so versatile.
Yeah.
For what it was, and like seeing who it was and getting a little bit of an understanding of that, I was. You saw me listening to it. I was shocked to see the difference from song to song.
It was all over the place.
That was
In a
beautiful.
good way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was refreshing because you'd get hit with one vibe off of one song and then a total different vibe from another. And it was just beautiful. The second album is Young Boy Never Broke Again's Still Flexin', Still Steppin'. Number 3 is Ozzy Osbourne's Ordinary Man. Number 4 is Justin Bieber's Changes. And number 5 is A Boogie with the Hoodies Artist 2.0.
Oh, that went up?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, very nice, very nice.
Yes, please, knock Rowdy Rich out of there. Go, go, go.
Yes. Get him
No.
out of there.
That's in the albums, not the...
That's not in singles.
Yes.
The box is eternal.
The box will forever live. Viva la box.
All right.
If I say it again.
What was that? Did
Yeah,
anybody
the-
else catch that?
Yeah, there's some ticking. It happens. Actually, it doesn't happen, but
It's not supposed
Did
to.
anybody hear that moth?
we're just going to ignore it.
The light.
Okay.
So,
So I had hip hop and R&B, and Billboard hip hop and R&B. I looked at the list. Number 1 was The Box. Number 2 is Life Is Good by Future and Drake. Number 3 is Roxanne by Arizona Rivas. And number 4 was Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And number 5 was Intentions by Justin Bieber. Yeah.
My heart goes out to you, man. Rip Ed's ears.
that's rough.
So, in my mind, here's how I feel like the list should have went. Again, in my mind, my take on it. Roddy Ricch is The Box. Future's Life Is Good. The Weeknd's Blinding Lights. Arizona Rivas's Roxanne.
Zervas?
Zervas. My
Zervas?
bad. I don't know. And The Weeknd's Heartless. Should have been number 5, which was number 6 if Justin Bieber's Intentions actually counts as an R&B song.
Supposedly it does.
Every time you say Justin Bieber, I just imagine him with ears and buck teeth.
At this point, he might as
I
well.
mean, he is Canadian, so.
He's a beaver now.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So,
If we want to look at the top pop list on Billboard, we have number 1, Don't Start Now, that's Dua Lipa. Lipa. Number 2 is Circles, Post Malone, by Post Malone. 3 is Roxanne by Arizona Zervas. I guess it goes across genres. Number 4 is Hot Girl Bummer by Black Bear. And number 5 is Heartless by The Weeknd. Now, my top 5 is basically based off of, when you think of pop, what is the thing that hits you first? How catchy is it?
yeah.
So I basically accidentally, unintentionally,
Followed said algorithm.
I followed said
Hold on.
algorithm based off of what I think is the most catchy. This is what I personally think that it should be. Number 1 should be Dance Monkey, because it's been stuck in my head. Ever since the first time I heard it, I didn't have to hear more but 30 seconds of chorus, and I was in. Number 2 would be Hot Girl Bummer. Still bumping it.
Okay.
Found a cover of it. Love it even more. You might dig it. May not be heavy enough for you, though. Number 3 would be Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. Because it has been played to death. Number 4 would be Memories by Maroon 5.
Okay.
And then number 5 would be Heartless by The Weeknd. I'll just leave it there. It's fine. 5 works for me.
Yes.
They did all right on that one. I'll give them that one.
Our top 5 rock songs currently is
If you could call them that.
well, I'll get there in a second.
My bad.
We have Panic at the Disco sitting at number 1 and 2. High Hopes being number 1. And Hey Look Ma, I Made It at number 2. We have Under the Graveyard by Ozzy Osbourne sitting at number 3. We have Bang by AJR sitting at 4. And then at 5 is also Ozzy Osbourne with It's a Raid. Now, I want to point out, before I get anywhere else with this, High Hopes has been sitting at number 1, and only number 1, for 93 weeks. 93 weeks. This song has been number 1
That
of
is
the
a long
rock
time.
of the rock charts. And then Hey Look Ma, I Made It has been sitting at number 1 for a while. I don't know how long, but it's been on the chart for 74 weeks.
Always wanted to know who that song was made for. But anyway.
Neither
Oh, you have no idea? No clue?
Neither
them
song. Neither song are rock songs. They're purely pop.
And Bang by AJR is...
Bang is it by AJR is also not a rock song.
Okay, cool.
Which is very
You're
surprising.
telling me I was over there covering it like I thought it sounded like pop, guys. I don't. Wait, like, how do we define the genres anymore? I'm getting lost nowadays.
Ask Billboard, they'll tell you apparently.
Well,
apparently.
the thing is there's many institutions that are confused by genres. The Grammys is one of them. From this, I realized Billboard is one of them.
Because the only guitar I ever hear in both Panic songs is a bass, because they have a bassist.
Okay.
They do not have a lead guitar.
They really don't.
But do they have that bassist?
They do not have that bassist.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, no.
So I just okay.
All right, then.
I don't know how 3 of these songs are. Granted, they're good songs. I just don't know how 3 of these songs are on the rock chart. For whatever reason, they said, "Yeah, that's a rock song."
Are you kidding me? I like Bang. I love
I'm not-
I love
like I said,
Bang.
I like
It
the 3.
It doesn't belong there.
The 3 that are on there that shouldn't be on there, I like as well. They just should not be on there.
They just don't go there. I agree with you. They don't.
I think it's nice to see Ozzy on there though. He's at he moved up to number 3 with Under the Graveyard, and then It's a Raid is a new entry at number 5. So that's nice to see. Knocked down Tame Impala with Breathe Deeper, knocked them down to 6.
Ooh, Breathe Deeper was one of the better ones on that album.
It was sitting
But
at
not rock.
It is not. No, I know. I would not. They even admitted when opening up the Slow Rush, like they were like, we're coming out with this album. We're going in a pop direction.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
It was very much pop.
So why the?
It seems like the rock charts are primarily populated by pop.
Yeah, apparently.
Invaded. They've been invaded.
Would you
Do
say
they
it's a
not
raid?
have any true rockers in there?
It's a raid.
I think I just Ozzy.
No, I mean like the Billboard crew. I
Oh.
don't think they have any
Oh, I
true
don't think so.
rockers in there
I guess not.
Nah.
because. Yee.
Yeah, no, it's. You know, mind you, Breathe Deeper was sitting at number 2.
I mean, I totally get it. Like we're having the opposite issue over here. Like, pop isn't my usual realm. I don't gravitate towards it, but that's pretty
All right,
bad.
so what's your reimagined list, though? Just wondering.
I didn't get around to doing one only because I don't feel like I have a top 5. There are definitely songs that I like more than others from this week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually have a top 5 though.
Okay.
I feel like everything ranks pretty much about even for me.
All right.
Because if I really did a top 5, I could probably have a top 5 of just Five Finger Death Punch, or I could have a top 5 of of Hollywood Undead or whatever. I could have a top 5 just on one artist, and I don't.
So
wanna
just
do
pick
that.
anything that you've recommended or listened to this week and just flatline it. It's all good.
Yeah,
Thumbs up.
And I didn't want to
So
do
just
that.
say 5 songs.
Just say 5 songs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got Enemy by Hollywood Undead. You have Death Punch Therapy by Five Finger Death Punch, as well as give me one second, as well as A Little Bit Off.
Yes.
That is one song I do want to highlight later.
Okay.
Polaris, we could do a number of songs off of The Death of Me. I'm going to go with Masochist as one of them. So that's what, 4 right there? One more I need. I want to say probably...
You should keep with the Billboard theme and just throw something on there that's not there, like
Just go
6 feet
with
under
something off of-
by Gravedgr.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'll throw in
totally
yes by
rock.
Kyle.
Because
And
it
that's
fits in there so well.
It does. There is a guitar in there.
There is.
There's a guitar in there.
Is that all you
it
need
has
to be rock?
rock.
Is that all you need to be rock? Just have a guitar?
Apparently nowadays, yes.
No, no. If you have a bass guitar, it can
It
still
counts
be
as
rock.
which
Oh.
makes no sense to me. But
And
According to
that's
that.
Ron's top 5-way tie.
yes.
Okay.
All right, so
On to the
for the
electronic.
top 5 Billboard for EDM, we have Ritmo by the Black Eyed Peas x J Balvin. We've got Happier by Marshmello and Bastille. We got Higher Love by Kygo and Whitney Houston. Ride It by DJ Regard, and Lose Control by Medusa, Becky Hill, and I can't read the last one because it's not on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's a problem. But I actually thought it was pretty good. But I would want to keep the list the same way, but throw Shallow Graves by Gravedgr in there. Throw it at number 3 and bump everything else down.
Really feeling them, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Can I ask, like, what it is?
But what?
Like, what draws you to Gravedigger?
Bass.
The hard EDM, basically. For how hard it is, I just love that.
Okay. I apparently don't have the equipment to hear it at its best. I wasn't out here.
Okay.
You expect me to just know everything offhand when I can't even remember where the hell I've put my shoes if I lose them?
Since no one can see this, there is a giant ass Sony speaker sitting right beside us.
Flashing in rainbow.
Yes. This thing puts out some very nice bass sound. And
It would
apparently
vibrate your skull in half if it had the chance.
Anna just forgets that it's here.
I forget that everything's there. If I put my glasses on my head, they're gone.
I've done that. Do not sample, please. I do not
I
want
was
to blow
hoping
out the audience's ears.
I was hoping he was turning it off.
No, it's
very-
off right now. I tried turning it up. So, we ready to jump into hip hop?
Sure.
Let's go
All
right
right.
for it.
Lil Baby dropped his sophomore album called My Turn. It's a hella dope album. He floats effortlessly over every beat. All 20 songs are definitely worth fucking listening to. Here's five songs off this album I fucking loved. Heating Up featuring Gunner. Live Off My Closet featuring Future. Commercial featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Forever featuring Lil Wayne. And Something to Prove. So, as I said, it was a dope album.
Those features are stacked.
Yeah. Fucking heavyweights. G Herbo dropped his album PTSD. It's an album that focuses on the mental and emotional trauma that the gangster lifestyle brings, or just growing up in, that style area. Songs that stuck out to me on this album was Gangsters Cry, Death Row, Party in Heaven featuring Lil Durk, PTSD featuring Chance the Rapper, Lil Uzi Vert, and the late Juice WRLD, may he rest in peace. And Institution featuring Santa and Too Pretty. We're going to get into the Focus album by Jacka called Murder Weapon.
Ooh, boy.
While it was enjoyable, I wouldn't say it's fantastic. Because a lot of it just sounded very similar to each other
Yeah.
for each song. A lot of it was giving me like early Eminem vibes.
Yeah.
Because it is that early 2000s like hip hop style,
Yes.
which I don't mind. It has to be
It's
done well though.
nostalgic.
It has to be done well though,
Yeah.
because you can easily screw that up. But I got very early Eminem vibes off of it, which it was refreshing almost to hear.
Did you or did you not listen to the intro?
I did.
That had to be my favorite part. You open up with smooth, light, just gentle music, and instead of starting up with a rap, he's doing almost a spoken word, like he's just speaking it slowly to the beat in rhythm. Like, I love that for what that was, and the fact that it builds up, and toward the end of the intro, there's actual like more like rap going on versus a spoken word angle. I love that. That was a breath of fresh air. I was a little let down when I realized almost after like the first 3 songs or first 2, everything was
it's-
just the same, and I was like, oh my god, I thought this was gonna be super versatile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very much generic and just kind of similar to each other. One song that I did like more so than most was "Take Over the World."
Okay.
The other vibe I get from this is a couple of artists that were under the name of Dead Celebrity Status.
Okay.
And for anybody listening who knows who they are, they did that early 2000s style hip hop R&B, but with more of a darker tone when it came to the lyrics and the meanings. But I got very much of that too in the way he sings and the way he raps.
I 100% feel you on that. Like, honestly,
His cadence and the tone in his voice very much gave me that vibe from the first Dead Celebrity album.
like the first song I listened to, past the intro, my very first thought in my head that I had to jot down was, I'm getting throwback jam feels.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's refreshing to hear that though.
Yeah,
I
it's nostalgic. It actually sounded dated to me upon the second time I listened to it.
Yes.
Like, first listen through, for whatever reason, didn't feel dated. Second time I listened to it, it felt very dated. I mean, the only modern aspect to the album is the 808s.
Yes.
Like, take out the 808s, and it is a late 90s to early 2000s gangster rap album.
Very much.
We had Reason Trapped In, featuring Boogie and Ab Soul.
This one's a straight banger.
Yes.
This was very good.
Yeah.
I like the music video for it too. Like it definitely drove the point across as to what it was trying to convey.
Yes.
I love the flow. I love the beat. I feel like everything was mixed well too. There wasn't anything that lacked to me.
We also had Boldly James featuring Vince Staples, Surf and Turf.
Don't know how I feel about it.
They were just rapping gangster shit over a cold beat.
Yeah,
That's-
it's rap.
Yeah. It
It's
was
standard.
nothing groundbreaking there. But it sounded good. So it was well done.
Moving on. Why don't we start with Bruce next?
So, we have the album 6 Feet Under by Gravedgr. And it is an amazing album to listen to. Literally half of them are collaborations, and each one brings in a new style to the limelight of the album. But he's still able to pull it all together and show what he can do in every single song by himself.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard the single off the album a few months ago, 6 Feet Under. I was going down the road, right? And he's rapping, and then you hear 6 feet under where you motherfuckers buried me. And I'm like, what am I about to get? And I just get this amazing hard style drop, and I'm like, bro. But yeah, it's still dope to this day to me.
I gotta say, my favorite songs off of it were War Dogs, Shallow Graves, and Moria.
Yeah,
What do you mean, base the song?
Because I'm pretty sure that song is just under the genre of bass music.
Probably.
Death Row stood out to me too. Like, that is an absolute hard style weapon. Like, I feel like any DJ who focuses mainly on the hard style genre should definitely have it in their arsenal. Jesse James, I thought was a high speed banger.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with you on Shallow Graves.
I didn't get past Maria only because I didn't care for it. Out of the 14 songs, I listened to 10, and out of those 10 that I actually liked, other than technically out of 9 because the intro doesn't count, which was very creepy, I might add. That set a very weird tone.
Yo.
I thought that was gonna be the precedent for the album, and I was kind of wrong.
The
And I was-
intro threw me off.
My
I mean,
dude,
it kind of
look at
does set the track for the album because the album basically follows Gravedigger's mindset, where he's trying to get forgiveness for what he's done, but he doesn't want to change his path.
I don't get that out of the rest of the album, though.
True.
No.
I see where they're coming from. I do
But,
see where they're coming from.
I really liked Rampage, War Dogs, and Jesse James.
Yes.
I loved All I Want.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yo. All Talk and Gravedigger. Absolute drum and bass banger. It's hard, fast, and in your face.
The only one that really, like, stuck for me was Rampage, and I think it was because I said something smart-ass literally out loud to myself, because it was... I don't know. I'm fucking random, dude. Well, he starts up and, he's talking about going on a rampage, right?
I'm on a rampage.
But his voice does not convey chaos. It does not
No.
say, I'm going on a rampage. He's just, I'm going on a motherfucking rampage. And I was like, dude, do you need a nap? Like, I said it out, and my voice echoed back off the wall, and I was just like, oh, God. I'm that person now. I'm judging music to myself. Out loud.
So, while we're under the, EDM genre, as long as we're off that album,
Yeah, we're done.
all right. Silver dropped a song called Under Pressure. It's a bass-heavy track. Absolutely beautiful, worth listening to. And it's about a relationship in question.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting.
Huh?
Listen to the song. You'll know what I'm talking about. So,
I don't want to now. Now I'm scared.
well, then don't listen to it.
I need an adult. Shit, I am an adult.
You are
I
an
need an adult here, adult.
God damn it.
It's a very loud episode.
My bad.
I'm sorry, I took those damn headphones off. I can't do that.
So, why are you looking at me?
I mean, we have metal. We have some pop.
Some pop. I have some more pop.
Okay.
You want pop?
Yes, we can go with the pop.
I would like not that kind of pop.
God damn it.
No, Lady Gaga did drop a new single
Okay.
after not putting anything out for 3 years. 3 years.
Roughly.
It is what you would expect from Lady Gaga in a bouncy pop song. She still has her range. Like, I love her vocals. Do not get me wrong, this is still a generic pop song, but I just love it because it's her.
Very generic.
Yeah, it was okay.
I love her vocals. I'm not gonna lie. I got hooked in. I liked it, and I liked learning the video was all shot on, what was it?
An iPhone.
Was it the 11 Pro?
I don't know.
Probably. Those phones are ridiculous.
Brand new. I was sitting there, no way. There's no way. No fucking way.
Yeah, we went to school with a guy who shot an entire movie on his iPhone 6 at the time. And that was pretty good too, but it was generic. It was all right for a song. I mean, I like Lady Gaga's voice. She has a very good singing voice. I like her older stuff more,
Well,
but I mean, as a comeback song, it fits.
it's an earworm.
Yeah, it's very catchy.
There was some other more recent pop that came out, but to be honest, I don't really want to talk about those. I want to talk about, is it Niall Horan? I don't know how to say his name. There's a song called No Judgment, and it is literally the cutest thing in the world. You guys were disgusted.
No,
By-
I loved that.
By the
song.
music video.
The song itself is good. The
song's
music
amazing.
video was weird.
I
Is
thought it
something
was
to be
so
talked
cute.
about.
It was weird.
The basis of this song is when you've gone past the polite part of being in the beginning of a relationship and you've reached the no judgment zone and you don't care what that other person is doing. You don't care. You love that person. That's it. You don't care if they're picking their nose in front of you right now. You're just like, I love that person. You're still gross, but I love you. I loved it for being a soft and having also that bubbly, super gentle pop sound. Very generic. I've seen it a million times in the same color, just switched out. I love the concept. That was the cutest thing. Honestly, it's on my recommended list. Like, everybody should at least go. If you don't even want to listen to that pop, you don't listen to pop, mute the damn song and watch the video and die. It's gold.
Don't watch the video.
Okay, if you're a dude, don't watch the video. If you're a girl, get some tissues ready.
All right.
All right.
Well, I guess we're gonna move on to metal then.
Yes.
The album that I chose for this week was Fate by Five Finger Death Punch. This is, I think, some of their best work since All American Capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like as they go on, they only get better. Because
Amen!
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. I enjoyed this album thoroughly.
yeah, this
And
is
I'm not a Five Finger Death Punch fan.
Hallelujah. Keep preaching, Ron. Take me to church.
I think my top three albums by them in this order is Got Your Six, and Justice for None, and then Fate. Although Fate is at a tie for second, so it's a little weird. But from start to finish, this album is very, very well rounded out. Because it starts off heavy with Inside Out, and then it rounds out heavy with Death Punch Therapy, which, by the way, is one of my favorites off this. So I remember making a prediction earlier on like an earlier episode where this song was either going to be, I don't know if I made it on the episode, but I know I made it to you guys in person.
Conversation me and you were having
Yeah.
during a pre
Yeah.
meeting.
When I saw the track listing for this and I saw Death Punch Therapy as a song title, I was like, this is either going to be really in your face, super heavy, or it's going to be those weird like intro intermission kind of things to round it out where it's like a snippet of a therapy session with every member of the group. Either way, I would have been happy, but it turned out to be a super just brutal mosh pit heavy song that went from start to finish with one tone.
Which is even better than I could have ever asked.
Yeah,
ever
no,
asked.
it's phenomenal. But I think my favorite song is going to be A Little Bit Off.
Yes, please. I just drew a big heart before I could even write any comments. I was just like, yes!
Yes. Especially after hearing Inside Out, Full Circle, and Living the Dream, which are just kind of they're brutal, they're heavy, and then you get A Little Bit Off, which is a little bit off of what the other ones are giving you.
Which concept-wise, like the meaning of the song itself is heavier than fuck.
Yeah, I'm a little
But
bit...
then it's played so softly. It was beautiful. I almost cried while I was listening to it. I'm in a mood today, but like still.
And it's like it's very catchy too because the way it's structured with lyrics too. Like I'm a little bit off today. Something down inside me is different. Woke up a little off today. I can tell that something's wrong. I'm a little thrown off today. There's something going on inside me. And then it's that repetitiveness, but the slight change of the words, and just the instrumental is so good. I love the acoustics. And then it's just a good song. Ivan knows how to sing. He knows how to write lyrics.
You know, I have to ask you. I really enjoyed the sound of Inside Out, but I was having a problem digesting it and the meaning of it. Because at first I thought I understood it, and then it kind of turned on its head for me. And I even read the lyrics, and I'm not grasping it. I feel like I'm missing something.
With Inside Out, I don't know. I feel like it's indecisive. It's dealing with, he wants to do one thing, but he can't because of whatever reason. Or he thinks he knows something is a certain way, but it doesn't turn out to be or whatever. Like, it could be a number of things. It's, like, I get what he's going for. I kind of understand it myself. But I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. Like,
No, because, like, it talks about with...
at first it just sounded like he was saying, screw you in some form of a relationship. Like, you are wrong.
That's essentially what part of it is.
And then most of it seemed to turn on its head, and he's like, I'm wrong. I'm like, who's wrong? I don't understand. What are you wrong about?
That would...
What's happening?
That would, in turn, fit the song title itself, Inside Out. Everything's turned around, and it's not what you'd think it was.
Well, wasn't it lyrically in the song he says that he himself is inside out? I thought that's what it was. Maybe that's what I was getting confused on.
I'd have to go back and listen to it to be sure.
I will straight up look up what the meaning of this song is right now, because I am lost on it.
A song that stood out to me from this album was "Darkness Settles In."
You
I
would.
thought it was a beautiful song of
That
the
one's
never-ending internal war of existence. Well, that existence brings.
I gotta say, my favorite song off the album was probably Bottom of the Top.
Bottom of the Top's a good one.
I
Yeah,
just
it was.
love the way he flips back and forth between the different vocal styles.
Yeah, he's got a very unique voice too. Like you can just you can hear one word and know who it is.
That is one thing I adore about Five Finger Death Punch, is that as soon as it starts up, that is him.
Yeah.
And
You know what you're listening to.
Yeah.
Even in the beginning, some points where it sounds like maybe he doesn't have all of the voice that he has had in his heyday, or at the peak, whatever you want to call it. But holy shit, as soon as he drops, it's smooth right. I mean, he's still like gravelly.
He's still got grit. He's still got grit to his voice, but it's
But as soon as it drops, it comes out smooth.
yep.
I was just like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, Ivan's very good at inflecting the right emotion when he needs to. And I love that they're incorporating more modern sound, a more modern sound in terms of instrumental, but they're still blending it with what they do in this as a style. And I think it's a very nice blend because there's more like modern riff aspects, but then there's still the Five Finger Death Punch feel to it. One of the songs I had this week was Monarch by Animate off of their new album Gravedgr. Gravedgr is coming out, by the way, it's coming out this month. It comes out on the 13th, which is, I believe, a Friday. So that's next week. It's very generic for metalcore. It's just, I mean, it's brutal, it's heavy, and that's kind of all it really is. There's nothing in it that really stood out to me other than the breakdown, and that's still a generic breakdown. There wasn't really... I'm no good with instruments, so I don't really know how well, how, like, technical it is. But to me, from what I've done research-wise and from what I've seen from a certain guitarist on YouTube I watch, it doesn't seem too involved. I mean, it gets the point across, it's heavy, it's a mosh pit song, that's kind of about all it's got going for it.
Yeah, there was nothing that stood out to me, so I really didn't write anything up on it.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to go off of. I also had Blessed Be by Spiritbox. I am not a fan of Spiritbox.
I loved that song.
They have one album, they have 2 songs off of the upcoming one. I don't know when the album drops, I don't even know the name of it yet, they just have the 2 songs. But I love the ambience this song brings, because it's very, like, the heavy impact comes from the drums, but then it's got, like, a softer guitar to it, and the singer has a very melodic voice, and it's almost hypnotizing. And then even the meaning behind the song, it's the video helps out with the clarity of what it's about. So I recommend watching the video with the song itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kicks it into a breakdown and screams. And she's got more of a feral scream. It's more of a higher pitch. But it was a very nice change in terms of, like, tempo and attitude of the song itself. Because it was, it was, like I said, it was that almost hypnotic voice with the guitar, and then they kick it in with the brutal riff, and then for the breakdown, and then she just amps it up and starts screaming.
Was this Spiritbox you're talking about?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I just, all in all, I love this song. And then my other one that I had was Catastrophist by Trivium. Growing up, I wasn't a fan of Trivium. I think that was part of me still trying to figure out my sound. But I like this one. It was very riff heavy, and I watched a guitar cover of the song, and it really because the guy that does it will isolate the guitar itself so you hear it, and instrumentally I love it.
I love how it starts off really, really strong. And then you get... Second thing that I love is that cadence build-up right before the chorus, right before every chorus. I'm so sorry, Mike.
You're abusing the
throw
equipment.
His voice sounds really, really familiar. Like, I may have caught some Trivium at some point, but I don't know. But his voice sounded so familiar. I don't know if there's somebody else that I'd really listened to before that his voice reminds me of, because I was getting deja vu, really. And that darker breakdown about 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I popped my little head up. Hello. Good morning.
Yep.
No.
It's pretty good. I love, like I said, I love the instrumental. I love the riffs. It's not riff heavy and it's not too technical, but it's just the right amount that it draws you in and it hooks you as to what's going on.
Yes.
This was another one I have. It wasn't a focus song, but August Burns Red has 2 sets of songs right now. I don't know when he's released, so I don't know how recent they are, but I know they're 2020. We have Bones and Defender off of their new album called Guardians. It's August Burns Red. Anybody who listens to them knows that they're just nonstop heavy, and they have a certain aggressive tone and underlying ambience every now and again that just really blends together well. And that is what these songs bring. It's standard August Burns Red. It's that standard metalcore, just super heavy. And then Asking Alexandria has another one. I don't know when this was released, but Anti-Socialist. I'm excited for the new album.
It was released earlier this week.
Okay, so that's recent enough.
It came up on my YouTube recommends.
I love it. I like the sound they're going for. They're going for more of a more mellowed out metalcore sound with a bit of a pop influence because of the violence, which was a very nice touch to that song. I feel like it helped a little bit to distinguish that from any other modern hard rock song. But with Anti-Socialist, you can tell it's Asking Alexandria. Like it has that tone to it. So that was another nice one I heard. I think that's about all I have.
Are we ready for the junk crate?
Bring it.
All right,
Bring it.
So earlier today, I heard a song by Bad Bunny and Daddy Yankee called La Santa.
Hold on, wait. Can you say their names again for me one more time? Let me just lock that in.
Bad Bunny and Daddy Yankee.
Okay.
Yo, you can tell these two ain't right.
It's called La Santa. It's a reggaeton song. It's got an amazing
Reggaeton.
reggaeton.
I want to hear it right now.
It's got
You guys have said enough. You sold me on it.
it's got a dope Latin vibe that you just can't not move to. I just wish I could understand what they were saying because it's all in Spanish, and unfortunately, I
Despacito.
cannot speak Spanish.
Continue.
Whoa.
We also had Party Next Door's Split Decision. It's a smooth R&B track that is toxic as fuck. It's about him being caught cheating and him believing wholeheartedly that the woman who he cheated on is fronting about how she'll never talk to him again.
Yeah, I mean, she has a reason not to. I don't see a problem. I don't see his dilemma.
All right. We also had a grime song by P Money called You Get Me. He fires off a shit ton of indirects while boasting his status as a legend in the grime scene, which he's one of the legends.
It was
hands
enjoyable
down.
for a song.
I really enjoyed the song. Except for the overly repetitive chorus. You don't need to say "you get me" at the end of everything. You can just switch it just a little bit. You can just change like 1 or 2 words in there, and I swear I'd be happy. But because it's literally like I can't even tell you how it feels like too many lines, and then just "you get me, you get me, you get me, you get
Yeah,
me."
it was.
Yo, bro, you get me?
No,
You get
I
me,
don't.
bro? You get it, bro?
No, it was
Bro,
very.
you get it?
Yeah.
It was very repetitive.
Yeah.
Like
No,
every
bro,
time.
do you-
The chorus
you
was
get me?
very repetitive.
Yeah, I get you.
I had it
I'll
on in the
admit.
background because I was doing something else at the moment, and every time I tuned back into it, I just heard "you get me," and I was like, "Apparently so, I guess." You're saying it enough.
He's literally your drunk friend that won't shut up.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
does
bro,
this on
bro,
a few
bro.
songs. I mean, his first like big hit was "What Did He Say?" And he says "What did he say?" like a few hundred times, but there's lyrics
Everything
put
in
in between.
between was awesome.
Yeah.
It's grime.
Yes.
I like grime.
But yeah, the chorus was very repetitive. I'll admit there.
I don't even mind repetition. Overly repetitive. Let me underline this word with my voice right now.
Overly.
repetitive.
Verbal italics.
All capitalized. You know what? We're going to put another underliner. There's 2 underlines.
God damn.
Damn.
We also gonna highlight this?
Damn.
Yes, it has
What
a
color?
big yellow kaboom spiky thing going around it.
Repetitive.
Yes.
In case you weren't wondering, anybody listening, it was overly repetitive.
And now that we're all hypocrites.
We have any more junk crate?
Oh gosh. Gosh, guys, I don't know how to say your name.
What is the name?
The one with the letters.
Yo.
Wait. The one with the letters.
C-A.
Zai? Zay? Zai? Zai. We'll go with Zai.
Don't fuck.
Za.
We'll go with Zai. And
Sounds good to
continue.
me.
Carry
And
on.
Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
They have a
I never
they have
heard
a
of Justin
song-
Timberlake.
song called "The Other Side," and it's on the Trolls World Tour movie.
Okay.
It's a very cute pop song, but it's what's with all these throwbacks? Like this, I don't know if it's just because it's Justin Timberlake or if it's the whole setup of the song, but it just took me straight back to early 2000s.
It's probably Timberlake himself, 'cause that's just what he specializes in.
Well,
But some of his newer stuff doesn't take me back though.
Timberlake and Meek did a song together earlier this year, and it was no. Like
No, I like the way you said no the first
I can't
time.
see those two people gelling well together on a song either.
Oh, you can.
No.
No. Gangster street rapper from Philadelphia with walking through the woods calmly, Justin Timberlake.
Oh no, that works perfectly.
I mean,
I'm an
shit.
imbecile.
Opposites attract, don't you know?
I mean, obviously, Derek Bentley and Lil Wayne need to do a song. Because that would work too.
Country rap's a thing, by the way.
It is a thing, but I'm just saying, could you hear Lil Wayne and Derek Bentley on the same song?
No.
Yeah.
I want to now.
God
Do
damn
it.
No.
I want the worst combinations. I'm challenging musical artists.
Somebody send that part of this to them, please. Someone clip it and send it to one of them and just make it happen.
It doesn't even just have to be them. It can be any 2 opposite genre artists.
Why
Like,
do you
I
keep
just-
assaulting the mic?
I want it close enough so you can hear me, but I'm
You're loud enough.
sorry.
Prove it.
Because other times I was sitting back here and you could hear shit.
Not a fucking thing!
Nope.
This is just the loud episode.
Welcome to the noise.
Rest in peace, headphone
Welcome,
users.
welcome to the ear rape episode.
Oh, is that what this is?
That's essentially.
Oh, if I knew that, I would have talked more.
With where the 3 of you were spiking, yeah.
I spiked before we were actually starting the episode.
He
I
did.
know.
He spiked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
He spiked it like a volleyball.
I've got one other pop song for you for that junk crate, and that
Okay.
is Boyfriend by Mabel.
All right.
And I have one word to say about it. Bored!
Okay.
All right.
But there it is. That's why it's in the junk crate. Because it might be useful later, but it sure as hell isn't now.
No.
Damn. Okay,
Oh,
now that
God.
we're done firing shots, let's get to the news.
News.
So 50 Cent is working on Pop Smoke's
Postradamus?
no, not
No.
post-dramas. It's post... His After Death album.
Struggle. We love
Postmortem.
No, it's
Postmortem.
It's close. I can't even remember
Can
what
I
it was
see?
now. I made it a point to like, I
right
gotta
now.
remember this.
Right now, it's out of my mind. So we're just gonna go with his, Pop Smoke's album after he passed. He's tried to get Chris Brown on it. He's hit up Roddy Ricch. He also hit up a few other people whose names currently evade me. And Snoop Dogg tweeted 50 Cent saying, "Yo, call me," in regards of this album. I can't hear Pop Smoke on a track with Chris Brown. It
No,
it just
I don't.
it's like Justin Timberlake working with Meek.
I mean, you know what's the weird thing? This thought just crossed my mind with some of these like kind of opposite sides of the coin artists.
Yeah.
Would it fix it if there were another featured artist?
Well,
Think about it. Hold on.
if you had Chris Brown singing the chorus, and then you maybe brought in like Casanova to rap the second verse, that'd be dope. Or Fabio Foreign or Lil TJ, another Brooklyn artist.
Oh my
I
God,
like.
I've actually heard some of these. Yes.
There we go.
Apparently Drake, he reached out to Drake to help with this too. Which
Yes.
I don't understand.
Exactly. Like a lot of these artists, I can't hear them. It's not that I'm hating or anything. I just can't hear them on a song with Pop.
None of you have to hate anything. I hate enough for all of us.
Posthumous.
All right, cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Sounds good to me.
Posthumous.
Okay, all your
That's the
hate.
word.
Supposed to drop in May, by the way.
It's
Okay.
what makes me feel bigger.
So, I think everybody knows about the tornado that hit the middle of Tennessee.
I don't even, mother. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think went right through Nashville.
Yes.
dude.
So,
I hear those words and immediately I'm like, my fam.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Nashville. I'm like, oh, fucking A.
so
You got me scared for nothing. I'm about to piss myself.
Gibson pledges to give guitars to musicians affected by the tornado, which I think is dope. And it doesn't matter if you have a Gibson or not. If it was damaged by the tornado, they will replace the guitar.
I wonder how many people busted up their guitars.
Also,
She
related
broke, but not broke enough.
related to that tornado, Taylor Swift donated $1 million for the tornado relief fund. So,
That's because she wants to steal the throne from under Dolly whenever Dolly passes.
Oh,
I don't think
God.
anyone's
I'm
gonna
sick.
get
I'm
that.
going to hell.
I don't think anyone's gonna
who's
get that.
not?
One.
you don't think anyone's going to get that she wants to steal the throne from Dolly Parton?
No, I'm not. That's not what I don't think anyone's gonna get the throne.
No,
Oh.
because she's a sweetheart. On top of being fucking Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. That ain't even my genre. And I get hype about Dolly fucking Parton.
It'd be like stealing pop from Michael Jackson
Yeah,
or stealing rock from,
Ozzy.
I was going
Well-
to say Elvis, because
Oh yeah.
Different kind of
they
rock.
still
Yeah.
regard
Different
him
kind of rock.
as,
But nobody will ever be the Prince of Darkness.
Prince of motherfucking darkness.
while we're on the topic of rock,
Yes.
Slipknot suspended their Asian tour.
In
Dude.
lieu of the coronavirus. Yeah.
Yes.
I've been seeing a lot of.
Yeah.
Apparently, the new guy bust open his forehead on
Oh,
stage
shit,
during
yeah,
a performance
I
too.
heard about that
damn.
one.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me
And
more.
I didn't read up on it. I just know that's what happened. That was the article title. Corey Taylor also got hurt at a show.
What the fuck are they doing?
It's Slipknot. What do you expect from them?
But why are they hurting themselves?
Because it's Slipknot. Have you ever been to a show for them?
No.
They go all fucking out.
Yo.
Yeah, but
His
I mean,
balls to the motherfucking wall.
yeah, but do they go as far as the Sex Pistols with razor blades?
No, but
Okay. Because I know the Sex Pistols their guitarist would cut himself on stage with razor blades.
I have seen some of the craziest shit and some of the coolest, like, people on stage doing crazy shit. You know what is one of the fucking coolest things I've seen? It was Mod Sun. Just a little rapper. He's not even all that. He's like pop rap.
Mm-hmm.
This dude comes out with a red solo cup filled with God knows what. He goes, I'm feeling good. I'm amazing. Because that's just who he is, and it's awesome. He's not like Kanye amazing. He's like stoner amazing. Like, I want to feel amazing, kind of. That's the vibe
Okay.
he gives off. And he picks up the whole mic stand after and you could tell he's been drunk. He's walking around on his hands, picks up the mic stand, puts it on his head, and balances it while he's going. And he's like, I'm just too fucking good, and puts it down. I lost it. I'm done with you, man. That's it. That's all I needed to see. That's the whole show right there.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, I'm yelling at you.
Slipknot's got a lot of stuff going on at the moment.
Yeah. Tomorrowland, winter in France, the EDM festival. They're canceled due to the coronavirus as well.
Yeah, it's affecting a lot of things. It's also affecting the gaming industry. A lot of people are pulling out of E3s. Sony's not doing their press conference, which is separate. There's a lot of stuff getting affected by it. I mean, rightfully so, but like it's
Is
concerning.
the virus really that bad, or is everybody just slowly becoming more introverted?
No, the virus. The
Yo,
virus.
it's an excuse to be introverted. Fuck you mean?
Yes.
My bruh.
The virus stuff isn't too bad. It's just the fact that everyone's trying their utmost to not actually spread it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or to get it.
Yeah. But
Well, nobody wants, the extra flu.
it's not even that fatal.
I looked.
It's a 90%. It's less than a 10% mortality rate, I think.
I was actually looking at the.
I think it's 2%.
yeah,
I saw
2% of people who get it die.
I saw
That's it.
numbers on it that said.
Wash your damn hands.
Wash your fucking hands.
Wash your hands
If you
even
don't
if
wash
there's
your
not
hands,
a sickness
I'll wash
going
them
around.
for you.
You're too close to that.
No, for real though, wash your hands even if there's not a virus going around.
Yeah, no,
You-
just be clean.
You flush your shit water sprays everywhere. Wash your fucking hands.
Anyway, back onto what we're actually talking about.
What were we talking about?
Well, that's all I had on the news.
All right, Ozzy,
Coronavirus, bad, shitty.
Ozzy's got more stuff going on. He's actually come out and said that he's not happy with how everything's turning out with him personally, in terms of his health and having to cancel stuff.
Damn.
So, and it apparently last year, I think it was, so 2019 was actually I think his roughest year, he said, in terms of like mental stability. So he's having a rough spot.
I just had Ordinary Man playing gently, as you said all of that.
Yeah, basically. And then back to Slipknot. Slipknot's got a lot going on, whether it's them hurting themselves or having stuff come out. They have a set of songs coming out eventually. I don't remember when. I don't remember if they even set a window time frame or whatever. But there's a set of songs that was recorded around the era of All Hope Is Gone.
Oh.
Supposedly, it's an unreleased set album, and they're supposedly going to release it with I think either later this year or next year, if I remember correctly.
That I'm interested in because
So
I
am I.
loved All Hope Is Gone.
That is one of their. I think it's one of their best albums, other than their self-title and Iowa, because Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it when it comes out.
All right.
I think that's all I have in terms of relevant news.
Okay. So we're gonna move into upcoming albums, and I could only find one, believe it or not, and that's Bankroll Fresh. Well, Bankroll Fresh is In the Bank We Trust. Well, In Bank We Trust is the name of the album. That's supposed to drop tonight,
Ooh.
and I'm sure tomorrow morning I'll wake up and there'll be a whole list of albums that dropped.
Probably.
Because that's what happens. There's like 7
Yeah.
albums that drop every week that I just don't read up on until after they drop. And I'm like, oh, now they exist.
On March 6th, which is probably when this gets uploaded, we have Alan Olsen with Worlds Apart. We have Avenged Sevenfold doing a re-release. Something fell for anybody wondering what that was.
Prove it.
A7X is doing a re-release of Live in the LBC. So I don't know if there's going to be anything extra with it, or if it's going to be like remixed or remastered or whatever.
So why are they dropping a re-release?
I don't know. I will let you know when it comes out.
They just dropped an album.
Well, the album they dropped was
I know,
a
it
set
was-
of unreleased songs. Like I said, there might be something extra with this. There might be new songs.
Okay.
It might be a retool of what they had on this to make it sound cleaner and fleshed out more.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was just wondering because I'm like, they just dropped something.
Here's a kicker: Blue Oyster Cult
Oh no shit.
with their 40th anniversary Agents of Fortune live 2016 DVD/CD set.
Oh.
Yep. Body Count's coming out. Carnivore.
Oh, Body Count's dropping an album.
Yes.
Really?
Burning Witches coming out with Dance with the Devil.
I guess TV's not paying Ice-T enough.
Crematory with Unbroken. Earth Rot with Black Tides of Obscurity. Align with Art of Being Human, which I'm excited for. I love their sound. There's not enough bass drum. There's not enough kick drum. It's like, so anybody
You
wondering,
said there's not enough kick drum.
like it's there, but it's the way it's mastered. You can't really hear it. It's like A7X with Waking the Fallen. How that was mixed. It's like that.
Can't hear the kick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you have to listen for it to hear it. It's still a good album though. Like what they have out right now is still good, so I'm very excited for that.
I'm not. You can't hear the kick.
Harem Scarum coming out with Change the World. The Jacks with the Remember You EP.
Okay.
My Dying Bride with The Ghost of Orion. The Neil Morse Band with The Great Aventor live in BRNO 2019. The New Regime, Heart, Mind, Body, and Soul. I believe this is pronounced Novena, with 11th Hour. Rose Tattoo with Outlaws. Ross the Boss with Born of Fire. Trauma with Ominous Black. I think it's pronounced Vedhammer with Vipirus, and then Worm with Colony Collapse. And that's just tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I found one album, one of the ones that I couldn't seem to find a release date for.
Okay.
Saint Motel. They actually released yesterday or today. I can't really seem to get a definite answer on this one here. But the first part of that 3-part album original motion picture soundtrack is out.
Okay.
Oh.
I am hyped to listen to it. I've already listened to another one of the songs on there besides Van Horn. And it's dope.
Well, I guess we're talking about that next week.
Oh, yes, we are, boys.
damn it.
Buckle up.
God damn it.
God damn it, Bobby.
I can't seem to find any information on that Glass Animals album, though, and I am still pissed about it.
How I feel about Party.
To quote,
Especially after this extra toxic song he dropped today.
to quote 343 Industries with the Chief Collection coming out for PC, it's ready when it's ready.
God damn it.
All right then.
Do you have any albums?
I do not,
Okay.
but I have some songs that are coming out tomorrow.
Still an upcoming release.
Yeah, it's still a coming release.
Let me just pick a few out of here. We've got Dragonflies, Your Love Keeps. We've got Dub Dogs, Infinity.
Okay. It's an odd thing.
Yeah, I guess so. We've got Matt Fax's Light On.
Okay.
Michael Ford's Supernova.
Ooh.
We've got Subsonic, Kings Never Die. And TV Noise, Des Right. Those are just a few of the ones that are coming out tomorrow.
I bet was it Mike Ford?
Yes.
I bet the Mike Ford and Subsonic one are actually kind of good.
We'll see.
I'll go through them if I remember.
So we can move on to tour dates. 070 Shake is going to be at the Living Arts Theater in Philadelphia, Friday, March 6th at 8 p.m. Lund and Gucci High Waters will be at the Foundry, Saturday, March 7th at 8 p.m. Fabulous will be at the Fillmore, Saturday, March 7th at 8 p.m. And Rude Wave will be at the Living Arts Theater in Philadelphia, Tuesday, March 10th. So,
Okay. So I have a lineup from Friday to Saturday.
prove it.
Friday at 6 p.m. at Creep Records in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We have the Fangs, 90s Kids. I shit you not, that's what it is.
Okay.
And not Fangs with an F, PH.
Oh. Well, it fits Philadelphia.
Yes,
Because
yes it
people
does.
do like to spell an F with a PH. Philly.
Ready for this little surprise, this little kicker?
Okay.
Saturday, Celine Dion on her Courage World Tour, 7:30 p.m. at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Mm.
Don't know where it came from. There
Well,
she
that
is.
does
She
take
there?
courage to be in Newark.
And on Sunday we got the
I was
Rat
told the
Pack.
only time it's safe there is. Okay.
Sunday we got the Rat Pack back in town, 4 p.m. Tropicana Showroom, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Nice.
Bring it.
Oh yeah.
All I have for this month, starting the 12th, is at the Theater of Living Arts in Philly, Pennsylvania. We have Thy Art Is Murder. That's going to be an interesting show. That is Thursday, March 12th. Starts at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. As well as March 12th at the Foundry in the same city, we have Insomnium. That starts at 8 o'clock. And then on the 13th is Life of Agony at the Foundry at 7:30. And then March 15th, which is a Sunday at 7 o'clock, We Came as Romans to Plant a Seed 10-year anniversary tour. That I bet's really good. That's at the Theater of Living Arts. And then March 31st, which is a Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., Lords of Acid, Make Acid Great Again tour. Theater Living Arts. So, very
Gold.
good.
Will they be giving out
Fucking gold.
acid at the door?
Probably not. I don't
They
think they're going to get away with it.
Shrooms?
I don't think they're going to get away with it. They'll
See-
try, probably. I wouldn't
Ted,
put it past them.
when you blurt it out like that, nobody can have any fun.
God damn
You ruined it.
And that's just the rest of what is
Fucking
going
Ed did
on.
it again.
That's just the metal scene this month.
Okay.
So. Oh, well, there's also Born Anew. That's on the 6th, which is tomorrow when this gets uploaded. That's at Asbury Park in New Jersey. That is March 6th, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Born Anew. On the 7th of March, at 6:30 p.m. At Artie's Bar and Grill, which is in Frenchtown, New Jersey, is Trapped.
Mm.
And then we also have, looks like pronounced Sonnet or whatever, spelled a different way. It's the rough. It's at Rough Trade in New York, and that's Saturday as well at 8:30.
Okay.
And that is about. Oh, and there's Hate Breed and Out's headline tour dates
Okay.
with After the Burial.
Mm.
So keep an eye out for that. There's also the Breaking Benjamin tour coming up. I'm excited for that one.
It's going to be
So,
dope.
Yes. That's about all I got.
All right.
I'm getting assaulted by fucking dust.
Well, Anna dies. I believe that covers.
How do I spend so much time dying and I'm not dead yet? This is a ripoff. I need a refund.
That's an Anna quote. How do I spend so much time dying and I'm not dead yet? That's an Anna quote.
That's quotable. I'll be using that.
So I'm saying that's an Anna quote.
I'll be using it again.
Believe that rounds out our show for this
my new
week.
favorite
Unless
sweater.
anyone else has anything.
Okay. Well, then this concludes our weekly podcast. We'll be back next week with new songs and albums to talk about.
No, we
Till
won't.
then, have a great week. Stay safe. Plur one love, and enjoy the noise.
You're having way too much fun with this. Is it still recording? Is it still
I say we
recording?